5 books and counting. The Tales from the Omni Vault continues to expand as a universe. Go ahead and check the links down in the description to get your copies today. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Omni Viewer, and it occurred to me that after reporting on it about midway through last year, I never actually did any follow-up about Legend of the White Dragon. And I got curious thinking, whatever happened to that movie? Because it was originally supposed to be released in the fall of 2023. Fall of 2023 came and went, and nothing happened. So I've been looking into it, and while there's not much information, I did find out something. So just in case you're clicking on this video for the first time and you're thinking, what the heck is Legend of the White Dragon? Well, it's a movie produced by Bat in the Sun Productions, which is, well, Bat in the Sun is mostly known for doing really high-quality fan films based around superheroes, but White Dragon is a foray into the realm of original content. Well, mostly original, technically original. As I'm sure you can tell from the costume aesthetic here, Legend of the White Dragon is heavily inspired by Power Rangers / Super Sentai, more so Power Rangers, and yes, I know they're technically the same, but they're also technically different. And you can especially tell this because of the man beneath the mask, the one and only Jason David Frank, who, if you're a fan of tokusatsu or a child of the 90s, you know as Tommy Oliver, the coolest ranger with the coolest Zords at his disposal. And White Dragon was supposed to be sort of a more mature take on the Power Rangers idea. I'm hoping when they say that, they mean mature in terms of the themes it explores and willingness to go to certain darker places. Not so much mature as in, we're just gonna curse and be extra violent and extra sexual and everything because that's what we think being adult is like. I'm hoping it's not that. The trailers have all looked very promising. And somewhat tragically, this is Jason David Frank's last official work because, well, he passed away before it could be released. After it was finished, but before it could be released, and that hit a lot of us really hard. In fact, if you check out the One Monstrous Moment Star of Ultra playlist, you'll see a few videos there that are specifically about him and sort of eulogizing him, if you will. So, the plan for Legend of the White Dragon was to be this sort of film for Power Rangers fans who grew up, and it was supposed to get a full theatrical release. They didn't want to just have this be something they uploaded to YouTube or did some sort of direct-to-video or direct-to-streaming deal. They wanted a full theatrical thing. And it was supposed to debut, like I said, in fall of 2023, specifically on JDF's birthday. But that didn't happen. And things have been kind of quiet. Even though there was still evidence to suggest that the movie was happening, because there's been a new trailer, there have been some really slick-looking movie posters, there's a special collector's set of White Dragon and Dragon Prime that's been released. There's still momentum here, but what about a release date? Well, it has officially been moved to fall of 2024 now, but that's about as specific as it's gotten. We don't have a specific date just yet, we only have the season. And we don't have a reason as to why the movie was delayed in the first place. I mean, I can certainly speculate. If I had to guess, the first thing on my list would be probably something to do with figuring out proper distribution. Like I said, they don't want this to just be a small thing. They want to go fully theatrical here. And when you're an independent company, finding theatrical distribution is not easy because you're not backed by a huge studio. And when you're finding people who would be willing to distribute you, then you gotta iron out all the rights issues. And people are probably also looking at what happens once this movie is out of theaters and goes to video / streaming. So we know that streaming things in particular, when it comes to residuals and rights and whatnot, that can be a huge nightmare. So If I had to place most of my chips on any particular square, I would say it's probably something to do with distribution. My second guess might be that maybe the movie's just not finished yet. They realized that the special effects aren't quite where they want them to be, and they're seeing all of this criticism being leveled against all the big budget superhero movies as of late for having really terrible special effects because the studios aren't giving their effects artists enough time. They're thinking, well, we're the studio. We can give ourselves as much time as we want, so that's maybe what they're doing. Far down on my list of suspected reasons would be that maybe they're running into legal trouble with any of the companies that might own Super Sentai or Power Rangers, be it Hasbro or Toei or Saban or whatever, that they're maybe trying to give them a little trouble because they think the movie is a bit too similar. But I figure if that were the case, we'd know about it. So I don't necessarily think that is what's going on. I can't prove or disprove it, really, but I feel like we'd have heard something. Instead, what we've got is nothing. They're playing it very close to the vest. All they're saying is that it got delayed, it's going to happen in fall at some point. Hopefully this time they mean it. Because I want to see this movie. I want to see how it turns out. And I think it would be great to see it on a nice big screen. So I guess we just have to pay close attention and see what comes next. The only other thing I can wonder about right now, actively, is how those collectible figures turned out. But I'll address that in another video. I just wanted to provide you a little update on why we haven't seen the movie yet, just in case you haven't heard from somewhere else. Until such time as we meet again, this is the Omni Viewer signing off. Thank you all for watching. Now be sure to head down to the description to check us out on other platforms, as well as find links to the 5 current books in the Tales from the Omni Vault universe. Again, thank you all, and we'll see you next time.